Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome to Fantasia. For today, we're going to be jumping into another session of Epic 7L today. Got some more Guild War for you guys. And of course, the joke of the day from Icarus. What's classy if you're rich, but taboo if you're poor? Taking money from the government. That's right, get those good old government bailouts there. Finest socialism you'll ever see. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with our first match. This is actually really late. It's almost midnight on a Friday evening, and we are just entering into my winter break. So that's gonna be nice. More content for you guys, more consistent RTA uploads, and with our the RTA season closing very, very soon, actually, we will probably see more videos just coming out more frequently. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how much I record and how well I can concentrate while recording. But into this top team here, we got 3 light units. So I decided to bring in a dark bait. We're going to bring in our FCC. Now, because there are counter units on the other side, Aiden and Emma Landy, in this case, we're going to go ahead and test out the buffed Bibulus. Now, this is my build. If you have seen her from the previous showcase, it is the same build. I just went ahead and upgraded Iron Fan to plus 18. Never thought I'd see the day where it would be useful, but yeah, the combat readiness is actually really, really nice. So a couple things that changed about her. One thing is that whenever an ally suffers a counterattack, she increases combat readiness by 20%. It's no longer tied to the I'm warning you. So this every time you get countered, you get more combat readiness, which is fantastic. Defense break is increased as well, and you recover the health of your allies, which is just incredible. The support that she provides now is really, really nice, and you really don't need anyone else besides her and a DPS unit to deal with a counter team. So the DPS unit I'm bringing here is going to be Lionheart Sirmia. You could bring in like Emma Bologna, she's really good with her as well, but I'm bringing Lionheart here just because she's light, and all these light units on the other side won't target her because she's not dark like Emma Bologna. So if Emma Bologna is here, there's a 50-50 shot that they'll target Bologna over FCC, and that's not good. So we're going to go with this and see how it pans out. For the bottom team, we have Senya, Kayron, and Karina. So into this, I'm actually going to bring in a bit of a fun team here. We're going to try as Zio. Zio's going to be holding Book so that Briarwitch can Soulburn. When Briarwitch Soulburns, she puts an unbuffable on the opponent's team, and she has a chance to defense break, which is going to be quite nice. We're going to keep her on Guiding Light so she can kind of just hide away and not get hit by things like Karina. Senya and Kayron still have AoEs, but it should be fine. With the unbuffable, we should be able to kill the Kayron, strip his immortality, put the unbuffable on, and then the splash damage from Bryceria should kill. I want to bring in Closer Charles because I kind of re-geared him recently, and he's just really fun. So mine's a slower bruisery build. Hopefully he can survive and hold his own here. Between Zio and Closer, I think we should have enough damage to go up against something like a Senya. Karina shouldn't be too big of an issue if she's defense broken. Alright, so if we go into this team here, watch what happens. Aiden's actually pretty high up. Ooh, Aiden's pretty high up. Do I want to deal with that? Aiden's gonna go... You know what? I'm going to go for this. I'm going to S1, push back the Arwell. The silence and pushback is huge, by the way. I think the intention for it is to make sure that Emma Landy doesn't actually like screw you over with an S3. If she is full fighting spirit, then what you can do is stop her, right? You know, good old silence. She can't do anything. Good stuff. Bibulus gonna go. Now watch this. She's actually gonna strip the buff. She strips buffs by 2 turn durations. We didn't land a defense break on the Landy. Very unfortunate. I really wanted that to land, so I can just show you guys how easy it is to just, you know, pop a Lionheart and just go straight for the kill. But even so, we're gonna go for this. No reason not to, and it'll be a lot of damage regardless, right? That's a defense broken Arwell there. Look at the Bibulus, right? Look at her. She's already taking her next turn, and if she takes this next turn, what that means is if the opponent counters again, then we are good. Ooh, look at that, FCC. And because Bibulus's heal scales off of the target's HP, it's not off her HP, a little unfortunate, but if you bring in a really tanky unit like FCC, you can heal a lot. now. ML Landy had gone, but I'm just going to go ahead and rip my S3. There's no reason not to, and we can try to put the blind debuff on the Landy, minimizing her damage onto my team. There's still no counters coming out, so a little unfortunate, but we will deal with it. I could just proc a counter here by... actually, no, Aiden doesn't have her counter up, so let's just hit the Landy. Okay, let's go for the S3, and we'll try to focus down the Aiden over here. She's gonna be the biggest threat to my Landy, or not my Landy, she's gonna be the biggest threat to my Aiden right now. Ooh, very nice. Now watch this. Biblis is actually gonna go, and we can hopefully defense break. Oh, no defense break still. Very unfortunate. I'm just gonna hit the Aiden, right? Oh, another counter. Look, Biblis still gonna push up. ML Landy's gonna push up as well, but I think we're gonna eat a... oh no, we're not gonna eat an S3 because, look, she's silenced, right? Beautiful. FCC's gonna fall. Kind of expected that. She's not the greatest tank nowadays, but I needed a Dark Bait to take the pressure off of my team from earlier on in the match. And now what I can do is go for the Landy. Oh, no silence! Hang on just a second now. That's not good. I will go for a hit on Ada. Watch this. I'm gonna make Aiden counter. This way, Biblis can push herself up, right? And hopefully we can defense break here. Ooh. Oh, defense broke on the wrong unit. We got it on Aiden. She doesn't have her S3. She's gonna S1 the Lionheart. I'm gonna have to hit the... Oh, we still didn't land silence! Oh no, I think we're screwed. Wow, we got super unlucky with those defense breaks, guys. Is this gonna crit my, Oh, it is gonna crit my Lionheart too. That is super unfortunate. Oh, this debut is not going off as I'd planned. We had so many chances there, right? You guys saw, we had so many chances to defense break that ML Landy, but we never landed one. Kind of unfortunate, and again, of course, you can change up the DPS. Was Lionheart the best option there? Not really, but, you know, you could have brought something else to the party as well. Zahak would have been a good choice to open up the match with, for example. But yeah, let's see what we got here. So, Senya's gonna be going. I kind of don't want that to happen. So let's, do we push her back or do we push Karina back? I think we push the Karina back, just in case, because Senya will get the unbuffable anyway, so she can't really counter buff. Right? So let's go for this. Soul Burn the Bryceria, get that unbuffable on everybody. Then Closer Charles will come in and we'll push up the Zeo. Right, try and turn cycle here. Okay, ooh, it's a counter Karina. But look, no procs, right, or there's a proc, but no defense buff or anything. Now watch this. We are going to get a lot of damage here with Closer Charles coming in. Oh yeah, beautiful. Unfortunately, Cameron's still alive. The Zeo should be able to lap. Should be fine. Unless we get provoked here, which would not be fine. Alright, we do get blinded and provoked. Ooh, nice crit. Double crit there. Okay, alright. We get some luck, right? We get some luck. We with the blind and Senya's anti-crit, we were able to just crit her. So I'll take it. But yeah, fortunately we saved Biblis from the first round. We're going to have to try her out again. Hopefully this time around we're not going to get screwed over by 20% multiple times in a row. Alright guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the second tower that we're going to be fighting. Unfortunately all three of the main ones are down, but that means Stronghold is open, so we'll tackle that last. I actually found this tower, Native ME, and I'm pretty sure the name rings a bell. I recognize it. I haven't seen videos from him in a while, but I'm pretty sure this is his account. I think he used to make content for E7, but he hasn't posted in a bit. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this... Oh god, I'm scrolling like I'm playing RTA. Let's take a look at the first team over here. We got Crow, Mort, and ML Furious. Now, this is pretty cool. So, I actually don't have ML Furious. I don't have any of the new ML4s, like ML Katie's, and any of that good stuff. So, hoping that when we do our Galaxy Summons, we are able to snag copies of them. If you want to see the huge Galaxy Summon session that's going to be coming up, be sure to subscribe because we're not doing it until we hit that 20k sub milestone. So help out the channel, and you'll have a little reward coming in the meantime. Right, so we got Azallea over here for some injury damage. She's on Ed's Artifact for more speed and crit damage as she cycles on her turns. We're bringing in Solitaria as well. She's going to help out quite a bit with kind of controlling the team a little. I don't have her on Abyssal Crown anymore, so we have Fairy Tale for a Nightmare instead. And we got DDR to help round out the team because, you know, what's a little injury team without DDR there as well? So we got 200 speed counter DDR with mostly effect resist and a bit of effectiveness. We could self-imprint, but I think HP for the team is going to be better against this bruisery team here. We're going to injury down the Crown. Mort is not able to get stunned or anything, but we can injury him down too. And Furious, I'm not really sure what he does, but I'm going to hope that we're going to be fine. But for the bottom team, we got Arya, Sylvan Sage, Vivian, and Ray. So into this, Ray is just kind of a cleanser. He's like a DJB, sorta, so an RGB version of him. But we got Mediator Cowrick here to buff our attack, and we're not really going to use him to strip Arya. I'm pretty sure she's going to be on something like Bastion, but I'm hoping that my Bibulus has enough effectiveness. I mean, 155 isn't a whole ton, because units like Arya with Bastion can get up to pretty high numbers, like around 200, so it'll be a 50-50 shot to debuff her, but we'll see how it goes. And we got Bellona, so I chose Bellona here because she has an AoE that can actually hit people out of stealth when Arya puts them into stealth, and she also has just a ton of damage, so if we soulburn her and she's attacked buff by Cowrick, we should be able to just one-shot the Arya. Hopefully that'll happen. If she does counter, I'm trying Bibulus here because if Arya counters, then we can try to strip her counter buffs as well and try and defense break the entire team. We'll see how it goes. Again, there's a Ray on the other side, so not entirely sure if it's going to go in our favor. Alright, but we are going first here. Mort is slower. Furious, I don't know what Furious does. I really like his design though. He looks really cool there. Alright, let's go for a hit onto Crow. He's going to resist the strip. Not that he had anything there, but let's hopefully push him back and stun. Very, very nice. Okay, Mort's going to counter. Unfortunate. So he does get the anti-crit buff. Furious is going to buff here, and he's going to go for Azallea. Alright. Ooh. Okay, double attack there. What does this do? Oh, it increases his defense and effect resistance. Got it. We could just go for DDR's S3. Do I want to go for that right now, though? Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. It's a little greedy because there's so many buffs on the other team. I would preferably wait to get rid of the immunity first, but this is fine because Azallea hasn't gone yet. We can use Alensia's AoE and we can strip. So let's go for this. Okay, not bad, not bad. Azallea with Mind's Eye and the effectiveness buff actually has 100 effectiveness here, so she'll be pretty good. She's actually not terrible with DDR. Okay, got some injury on us because of the Mort, and he's immune to sleeps, right? So DDR can't really do anything against the Mort here, but what I can do is I can go for a hit onto Mort. I actually forgot that ML Furious works off of focus, so he's not going to get his 5 focus anytime soon with Solitary on my side. Oh my gosh, a lot of damage. Okay, let's see. Let's go for a hit onto Crow. Let's try to injury him down as much as possible. And then we'll use DDR against the... Mort can't be slept. He's blinded anyways. Let's go for the Crow. Let's kind of put him to sleep. Detonation right there. Okay, not bad. As long as he misses, we're good. Let's go for the Mort with Solitaria, because we can still put Venoms on. He's not immune to injury, although I'm sure we're not too far away from some unit coming out that's going to be immune. Can you imagine, like, I don't know, ML Abigail or something, I don't know, just a random unit that comes out that will have that type of immunity. It'll be insane. Also, I don't know why I went for Furious there. I kind of got distracted, but let's go ahead and kill the Crow. And now it's just Mort. Okay, so he can't buff because the unbuffable is there, and we should have this now. Let's go for the S1 so that we can hit multiple times. And this will also proc our Fairy Tale for a Nightmare, getting some extra damage. Probably should have gone for the Mort with the Azallea earlier, but hey, we still got him here, so it's fine. Not a bad team. If I had ML Shu, I would definitely have used ML Shu here instead of Valencia, because she seems so fun to have. One of the MLs that I really want. Okay, what's here? So, I don't think I want to go for the S3 just yet. There's no reason to do so. I'm just gonna go ahead and tap the Sylvan Sage. Oh, she's a... Oh, wait a minute! That actually worked in my favor! Look at that! Okay, nice defense breaks. Pretty good. Let me go for a S3. Yeah, let me go ahead and attack buff everyone. So Bibulus essentially healed back the counter damage, which is nice. And she gained about 50% combat readiness there. So 45%, right? Because my Iron Fan isn't fully maxed out. But yeah, with the passive and Iron Fan, she'll give 50% combat readiness. Look at her just zooming up the combat readiness bar. And against counter units, which are typically slower, she should be able to turn cycle quite well. Okay, so this is the point where we have to be a little careful, because there's Arya. Let's try to strip it. I'm pretty sure she's on... Oh no, we... Oh, hang on, that actually kind of screws us over. I didn't want that to happen. She should have had more res, but... Alright then, that kind of ruins my plan with Bibulus. Let's hope that the... Oh, there you go. Thank you. Sylvan Sage Vivian is saving the day. That was an unexpected unit on counter. I was not expecting to counter Sylvan Sage, but look at Bibulus go, right? Defense break on that Arya, she is so dead, so let's go for it. Just nuke it, and we should get a Vigor buff with this as well. So on the next turn, Vigor buff, attack buff, Bellona. Oh my god, look at that damage! Alright, let's go for an S1 here. Try to push back in silence. Rey is going to be able to push up with a barrier. Okay, that's fine. So, let's go for a Soul Burn. Let's just see how much damage. I know Vivian uses her focus to... Oh, yeah, she's trying to protect herself, but that's a lot of damage onto a Vivian, who's mitigating with her focus right there, with her passive. Alright, there's another counter. Look at this. Bibulus is going to keep proccing. We're going to be so healthy, because in these types of situations, Bibulus acts as a Rowana, as long as you turn cycles fast enough, and you're golden. You're absolutely golden here. Let's go for an S3. And her turn cycling's insane. Oh yeah, and there you go. Another counter. So, another chance to defense break here, or we just outright kill. I mean... She's constantly dealing damage. Let's go for an S2. Actually, I should have S3'd here, right? Should have S3 for the Bellona to kill Rey, but that's fine. I think we got this. I think we got this regardless. Okay. Come on now, Baloney, better lap. Yeah, better lap. Oh, shoot. Okay. Didn't want to see his animation again. I do love Rey. He's like one of my favorite RGB characters in the game. I know I say that for a lot of characters, but his side story was actually pretty cool. Yeah, Rey's a cool guy. And of course, DDR is absolutely amazing because he's a Plague Doctor. Let's go ahead and Soul Burn that. There you go. 15k damage. And that's the second round done. So, yeah, did not expect the counter Sylvan Sage to save the day. I was expecting to have to battle it out against the Arya, and I really wanted to see how that interaction works, but here we are. Alright guys, now it's time for the last match, and you guys know it's going to be the Stronghold. This guy over here has a pretty interesting defense team. He actually has DDR with Midnight Lilius and Abyssal Yufine, not something I've really seen all too often, but we're going to test something out here. For ourselves. We got Bihu as a CR pusher. He's going to keep our team's tempo up. 280 speed right there. He's going to push up the Bryceria, who is about 230 speed. And when we get pushed up here, we're going to go and hopefully the Unbuffable will land on everybody. If not, we get a second chance with Briarwitch anyway. But we're going to go ahead and if we can get rid of that damage limit buff, Bryceria should be able to kill the Midnight God Lilius. And then Infernal Kawazu can just go after the Abyssal Yufine. I picked Bryceria here specifically to prevent Yufine from reviving if she's on Holy Sacrifice. But on the bottom team here, we have double light units, Bellion and ML Celine, and then we also have ML Ken as well. So for the ML Ken, we're going to bring in Last Rider Crow. Seems a little weird, but it will work. The Last Rider Crow will give immunity for everybody, and he doesn't crit anyone, so he doesn't proc Spirit Eye Celine, and he doesn't proc the ML Ken either. He's also pretty good at providing shields from the Bellion, who's going to be constantly attacking my units, and hopefully the Bellion's on counter. If not, doesn't matter. The Spirit Eye Celine and the ML Ken both counter, so we can consistently get them to counter by using Roy to attack them. Choose Roy here. You can choose any unit that kind of protects themselves with max health taken. So what I mean by that is Roy takes damage that cannot exceed 51% of his max health. So things like Tempest Surge and stuff like that can work as well. Bibulus has a heal. LRK has a barrier. And Roy also has lifesteal. So he should be able to sustain himself. He also has Chatty for extra barriers just in case. So we'll be hitting a bunch of people really hard with Roy's flames, and hopefully Bibulus can actually defense break in this one as well. Yeah, let's get to it. Alright, for this first match here, we should be going first. There we go. Speed tuning is alright. That's a pretty fast team he's got, actually. So we'll go for an S3. Again, if we can land this unbuffable, that's all that really matters on that Midnight Galilius. Fantastic, because now Bryceria should be able to kill. I don't think a unit that's under 8k health can survive a Bryceria attack with no mitigation. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. DDR also really doesn't have any effect res there. I didn't soul burn, right? Alright, Kawazu is gonna resist, which is nice. Do I go for the Yuffie now? Do I just YOLO this? No. I think Yuffine's gonna AoE anyway with her S1 here, so I'm gonna go for the DDR. Alright, so Yuffine's gonna go, and Kawazu is going to cleanse. We get the immunity, we get the vigor buff, and the vigor buff's gonna be huge because that's gonna allow us to go for ignoring the res on this Yuffine. Alright, Bryceria is gonna be slapped. No stealth, kinda sucks there, but that's fine. With Bihu here, our detonations actually do more damage. Oh, we only got 2 burns. Oh, that kinda sucks. Oh, and it's not enough to kill either. Hopefully this kills. We have an attack down. 2 burns? There we go. That's what I'm talking about now. This DDR might be a little bit of trouble though. Hopefully we don't lose it. Ooh, nice! Okay, Indestructible Gators is the artifact that ML Kawazu is on. If you max it out, it's a 100% chance to put on a burn, but currently I have like an 85% chance or something. That's why it's not too consistent. I also can't crit. If you crit, it won't put it on. Right, Bibulus gets to go first here, which I'm not complaining about. We could go for an S3, but I think I'd rather just silence the Spirit Eye Celine. There you go, pretty nice. She's gonna hit the Bibulus. Okay, let's go for a hit on... Let's just try to hit the ML Celine, right? Because when ML Ken goes, I think... Oh, ooh. Oh yeah, there you go, sorry. Forgot ML Ken counters now when you hit somebody else. This is actually pretty good. Look at that, defense breaks. Ooh, no defense break on Ken. I didn't catch if he resisted that or if we just didn't land the 20% there, but... Okay, we're getting provoked, that's fine. Let's go for an S3. Let's get immunity on everybody so we can't get control on subsequent turns. Let's actually kill the ML Celine, which is pretty good. Silence the Bibulus. Alright, ML Ken's coming in. No defense breaks on us, thankfully. Nice little barrier. And we will be going after Ken, so watch this. He is going to counter, and this is going to proc Bibulus once more. She's going to heal up the team, right? Which is really useful. That's an injury Bellion, so that's also good to know. Ooh, okay. So we got a defense break on both of those units. Let's go for the S3 on Bibulus. Let's see if we can blind both of them. If we can, we're going to be in such a good position. Nice blind on both of the units there. So watch this counter. Look at that. Bibulus just going to be popping off. And you're going to get really consistent heals with her. Look at that. Everyone's essentially topped off, despite the injury. But everyone's topped off here. It's even to the point where I can just hit units like ML Ken and not really care. Kind of like Rowana, right? You don't really care if they counter you. because you don't really get punished. Alright, now Roy's gonna rip his S3, everyone's defense broken, and there you go. That is pretty satisfying. I think we would have had a full sweep, right, with Bibulus and all three examples of her in these matches if we just got a little luckier in that first one. I don't remember how many times we proc Bibulus's passive. It's at least 3 times, maybe 4 times, but none of them land the defense break on the ML Landy, which is, again, quite a shame. We also never crit the Aiden, but that's nothing new. Anyway, with that being said though, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Bibulus's buffs, I think, are amazing, but I want to hear what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. And until next time, take care.